Okay, so quick question. How many of you actually have purchased, you didn't have to have a full set, but anybody actually purchased anything from Medicook line? Or anybody actually give it a try with the Salad Master? I mean, I'll do a quick sharing from Salad Master, but let me quickly go over Atomy Medi-Cook 4 set for today. It doesn't mean that we're not only having a 4 set. I know Atomy Europe having a 4 set. Unfortunately, Atomy Canada, we don't have any Medi-Cook set at the moment. But even when you go to Atomy USA, they don't have a 4 set, but they are selling individual lines. If you have a foresight, it's amazing. I got this set, I think when I challenged it for Sherman's Master. So this was the one product that I push everybody to get it because this is a pot for a lifetime, and you will find out the reason why this is a pot for a lifetime. So if I go a little bit more detail with the product, this is a consist of the 4 set. So as I mentioned, beside 4 set, we also have an individual items you can also get it. When you visit Atomy Korea website, I believe they came up with a pot with a pretty low height. I think 4.4 liter, and we also have a frying pan. I think 23 centimeter and 28 centimeters. Actually, you have to be very healthy to carry it. It's a bit heavy. It's a bit heavy, but it's very durable. So today I'm just gonna talk about the 4 set. It comes in a box, and I didn't include a picture. When you purchase in a box, you will also get this handle grabber here. Without it, you cannot touch this pot. So this is coming with, you don't have to buy separately. This will come inside the box, and you will also get the booklet how to use it. Why they call it 4 set by 9 pieces. This is 22 centimeter steamer coming as a gift. So they're not charging extra for this steamer. This one just coming as a gift. So if you love, steaming anything, like for me, like dumplings, right? I mean, any dim sum that I, take out or bought from the store, I use this steamer so well. And if we go a little bit more detail with our Atomy Medi-Cook, and you will understand why we call it Medi-Cook. We have used a 316 stainless steel. And this is still the reason we call it medical. Think about the surgeons, all the instrument, all the scissors, all the medical equipment they're using is also made out of 316 stainless steel. And this same material actually has been used to make our medical. That's why we call it, medical stainless steel, which they use for making our cookware. And, think about the people who's getting implant for their teeth. You cannot just use any types of stainless steel. You have to use a high quality stainless steel. So that's what they have been used for implant. And this same material has been used to make the Medi-Cook. So 316 stainless steel. What's so special about it? Durability. This type of stainless steel is known for its strength and durability. So I think this is a key word. So as I mentioned from the beginning, Medi-Cook, it's a pot for life. So I've been having this one for how many years now? Like 6 years. And once I wash it really well, polish it well, it looks like a brand new. So I'm sure I can use for the rest of my life with this one, unless I get bored of it. But even till today, I have no plan to buy another set because I'm still enjoy using it. And design is sleek and everything's perfect. And second, non-reactive surface. So 360 steel is non-reactive, meaning it won't interact with the acidic foods, preserving the flavor and quality of your dishes. And easy to clean. It's very, very easy to clean. And Atomy also provides a very good quality scrubber and stainless steel scrubber. So by using both of it, you'll be able to maintain the cleanness of this Medi-Cook set. And long lasting, I don't have to talk about it anymore. And versatility, it can be used on various cooking surfaces. I will show you where you can use this Medi-Cook sets later later on. And this is what you're going to find on the website. Corrosion resistance. So I think that's a very important thing to be part of the function for the cookware. And the second function of this one, because some people usually ask, okay, so tell me quickly about Atomy Medi-Cook. What's the two keyword that I usually mention? 316 stainless steel. So, there are many ladies who are fan of, collecting information on the cookware, and they don't mind investing on a cookware. Because this is something you're not going to buy once a month or once a year. Once you invest your money, you're trying to make it last longer. So they've been researching information online, or they've been hearing information from other people. So they already know 316 stainless steel. That's something they have to look for. Another thing look for is like how many ply. Before Atomy, still today, I'm not really into cooking, but after knowing Atomy, after getting introduced to this Medi-Cook, I'm enjoying, yes. I cannot say I'm spending a lot of time in cooking, but I do enjoy of using this product. But when I did check the cookwares, there's a different number of ply, and this is what it means. 5 ply, how many layers? So yes, to us, it's just like a one solid. Okay. However, but to make this one, they have added 5 different layers. I didn't include a picture here. That's your homework. Once this meeting is done, when you go to Atomy Europe or even Atomy Korea website, you will be able to see all the names. So this is a 316 steel, and this one is not a stainless steel. They actually use aluminum. So you get to see all the detailed material which they have used to make this 5-ply. So what's the advantage? Why they end up making a 5-ply steel plate? Heat distribution. The multiple layer help distribute heat evenly across the pot surface, reducing hot spot and ensuring uniform cooking of food. And durability, which I mentioned it before with the 316 stainless steel, and thermal efficiency. So as I mentioned, this is a mix of the material with a 316 stainless steel and even different aluminum, not just all same kind of aluminum, different aluminum, which they have used it to improve the thermal conductivity and energy efficiency. So this means that the pot can be heated up quickly and retain heat effectively. So when you are using this Atomy the Medi-Cook, you don't really have to cook in a high heat. I usually start with the medium, and I need to lower it down. Because even though I lower it down, the heat they reserve on the medium level, it can retain it. Okay, so that's how efficient it is, and non-reactivity and ease of cleaning. So it's a repetition of how easy it's easy for you to use it and how long you can have this pot. This is one thing I was amazed, honestly, from the moment I haven't got the product, but I was reading the description on the website. I was like, how is it possible? Because all the pot that I'm using it before using Atomy Medi-Cook, everything was like a screw type. Quick question, is anybody ever used or purchased a pot with this types of pot? They call it soft welding handle. Obviously, I haven't seen it. Even the handle, like a handle, I see a screw here. And even on this handle, I usually see a screw inside, because that's a types of pot that I had it. But even the pot I bought it before, I think I spent for the 4 set, I spent like $2,500. I think Pedro, that's a name. I mean, even that pot equals like a pot for life, but it wasn't a spot welding handles. It does have a screw, but one downfall of having a screw, you probably experience it. Food can get stuck in between. Unless you really clean thoroughly, food can get stuck in between, and this thing can happen too. So you have to fix it. Okay? And so many other things. And this screw can go rust. But what happened with Atomy Medi-Cook? Seamless, nothing. That's one thing I was like truly amazed. Nothing. It's like a one piece. And even here, see, I have a handle, right? But nothing here. So clean. So that's one thing I was really amazed. So after that, when I went on detail with the spot welding, any product with a high quality cookware, usually using a spot welding techniques, right? So whole benefit of it, you can see we're not going to have any issues with handles falling apart or foods getting in between the screw and the pot. And plus, when I was checking, Salad Master also using the same technique. But what's the main difference? We are, I can say, 10 times cheaper than their product. Right. So this is one thing that really, really, really amazed me. And many people, when I cannot really bring a full set. Some people, can I just take a look at Medi-Cook? I usually bring out this one, 1.8. This is a very handy when I want to show this Atomy Medi-Cook, and when I bring it out, people are amazed. Oh, it's very simple looking. There is no screw. That's the one comment that I get most of the time because the pot that I usually buy, there's usually screw for the handles, but I don't see anything. So that's one thing that people are amazed about, and that's one way people's like, oh, you know what? I don't mind giving a try. I don't mind switching my pot to Atomy Medi-Cook. And also I could not find the picture for the inside. So I actually took a picture from my own pot. See, there's nothing. It's one seamless. So very, very easy to clean. And you don't really have to worry about food to get stuck between those screws. So presentation itself, it's not long, but there's a key words or key things you just have to remember for our Medi-Cook. So remember, with a 316 steel material and the 5-ply, it says you can use it different hot surfaces. Let me go and show different slide. Okay, if you remember this one, I mentioned about the five different ply. See this one, last one, which is the outer layer of this like a Medi-Cook. They call it magnetic stainless steel. That makes it works on all different types of hot surfaces. Gas stove, hot plate, hot burner. So I think it looks like an individual burner, right? Induction burner. So the one with the coming with the gas and they come just the coil, the warm up. And I haven't used it in the oven, but I have heard from some of the members they actually like can bake this one. They can bake some bread with not with this one with the 3.3 liter pot. Actually, they were able to use it in the oven, and it's just safe to put it in a dishwasher. So in terms of where can you use it? Because some people say, I don't have a gas stove, or I don't have this. Is it okay for me to use it? It's okay to use it any hot surfaces. And when you actually go into Atomy website to look for description of this Atomy Medi-Cook, you will actually see a video, like very, very short video. There's I believe like 3.3 liter pot. And top of that, there is a steamer and there is a tumbling. And actually it is cooked on a like individual hot plate, like individual, like I'll call it like burner, like individual burner. And even for me, I during the winter time we do a lot of hot pot. I'm sure some of you enjoy eating a hot pot. I cannot do a hot pot on a big range, so I have an individual the burner, and I put Atomy Medi-Cook on the top of the individual burner. It works so well. Okay. And if you don't want to cook, if you don't want to wash it individually, if you are a lover of using a dishwasher, here we go. And you know that Atomy also introduced the dishwasher detergents, right? So why would you buy dishwashing detergents elsewhere? You can buy everything from Atomy and get PB also. I believe this will be the the last slide. So easy measuring also. So I think this, except this 1.8, starting from 2.2, you get to see measuring line engraved inside of the pot. And I think those extra makes it wow response from the consumers. Wow, looks very sleek, very nice. And I don't have to use a measuring cup. It's very nice, right? So internal measuring marketing. So to easily keep track of the amount of content inside, you will find measurement marketing inside, making cooking breeze without the need for additional measuring tools. So as I mentioned, I don't have a measuring cup. I mean, like a measuring spoon, anything. You don't really need it because it's already indicated on the pot itself. Okay. And another wow moment, I was really amazed. Right. So as I mentioned, I wasn't really a fan of cooking. And when you do Atomy, you don't really have a time for cooking because you're always busy, like meeting and this and that. But once you fell in love with this one and the simple technology that which has been added to make this Atomy Medi-Cook, you're amazed. One way we are introducing Atomy Medi-Cook is if you want to live a healthy way, you have to cook in a certain way. So with the Atomy Medi-Cook, you can use less oil and water, and you can preserve a lot of nutrients. People go, how? It's a simple pot. How can you do that? The secret is behind this wafer sealing metal lid. Honestly, like I mentioned, it's very simple looking, but it had included a lot of amazing technology. So when this is cooking, I actually made a comparison with another pot, which I bought it from, I believe IKEA or some other places here. When it's boiling on a certain point, I see a lot of, like evaporation coming out, a lot of steam coming out. But with this one, I cannot say zero because when I say zero, people say, oh, I actually do see something coming out. But comparing to this one, if the other one comes out 100%, this one probably 10%. And as I mentioned, like let's say, anybody actually tried a bibimbap? One of the Korean popular dish. You mix with the rice with the other vegetables. So when I cook that, I need to steam like spinach. I need to steam a lot of vegetables. When I do that before, I used to fry it by using oil, but I found effective way to do it with Atomy Medi-Cook. What I do, I put spinach. I just wash it, right? Wash it with what? I wash all the fruit and vegetable with our dish detergent. Don't forget that. Our dish detergent can not only washing the dishes, it can also wash the fruit and vegetable. Don't forget that. So I wash the fruit and vegetable. I wash the vegetable that I need to use it with the detergent first. I'm not adding any water. I just put the spinach inside here. And I just close the lid and I put it on a medium. And I think around like 2 or 3 minutes, it's done. But when you open, you'll be amazed. You really see the beautiful light green color from the spinach. So how you can cook without adding a water? The water originally coming from the vegetable itself, it goes hit the lid and it comes back. It's rotating in that way. So without adding any water, you can steam any types of vegetables and no leak of all the nutrient from the vegetables. When I really cook the spinach, I was amazed with the color that I get. Right. And I think I got a tip from one of the like estheticians. She said, you know what? That water actually retain a lot of vitamin C and this and that. So why don't you add it with the mask and give it a try? So that's how amazing our Medi-Cook is. Okay, so you don't have to use a lot of water and not much oil. Right. So this is another healthy way because I think that's a way of salad master promoting their product. If you want to live a healthy way, you need to cook in a certain way, which means you need to have a certain pot that let you use less oil and water. Exactly. That's what Atomy Medi-Cook is. So until you buy and give it a try, it's a bit hard to understand this vapor sealing metal lid. It's pretty amazing. It is really amazing. And actually, there's another dish that not I think not only Korean, I see some Chinese actually also eating it. Like you steam the pork belly. You steam the pork belly in a certain way, but what I have actually gave it a try. Um, if I cook with other if I cook with other pots, I have to add water. I need it. Without water, it's gonna burn. But what I did, I put a vegetable. I put napa. I put napa leaf because napa leaf also has a lot of moisture inside. So I put napa leaves at the bottom and the bok choy. So I put some an onion. So I put some vegetable underneath, and then I put the pork belly on top of it and no water added, and just close the lid. But that one I have to cook around because it's a meat, right? So I have to cook around 40 minutes. However, see all the nutrient from the vegetable that I put it under, you will get added to the pork belly that I added, and the oil has been taken completely out from it. Tastes amazing. So see, I didn't add any water. And this pork belly taste is different than any other because it also absorbs all the nutrient from the vegetable that I put it in at the bottom. So this Bafer sealing metal lid, I think this is one of the key thing that Atomy Medi-Cook stands it out from the any other pot that you will find elsewhere, right? Like I mentioned, nutrient retention. This is another benefit of having a Bafer sealing metal lid. So nutrient retention, the Bafer seal lid helps to trap steam and moisture inside the pot, which can preserve the nutrient in food. This cooking method allows for healthier meals by minimizing nutrient loss during the cooking process and flavor enhancements and energy efficiency. So I think I have used this word 3 times already for using by using 316 stainless steel and 5-ply that is steel plate, and by using this Bafer sealing metal lid. And last one, moisture control. I think that's really important for when we are cooking, right? So the Bafer seal lid helps to maintain the right level of moisture in the pot, preventing food from drying out. This is especially useful for cooking grains, vegetables, meats that benefit from moist cooking environment. So Atomy Medi-Cook pot, I will say it's necessary for all Atomy family. Some people say it's a bit too much. Then I tell them you don't have to buy a whole set. You buy 1.8 for now, you buy 2.2 later, slowly increase the number of Medi-Cook, the set that you have. I haven't got the 4.4 from Korea, but this is another addition that you can have it for your home. For Atomy Medi-Cook pot, we don't have much detailed information. You just have to understand 316 with stainless steel, which also used for medical equipment, and it also have a internal measuring. And we use how many ply? 5-ply, right? That is also important. And then the last covering, stainless steel. It's a magnetic stainless steel, which can be used for any hot surfaces, and you can easily put it on the dishwasher. And another fun story, one of the leader here in Canada, she shared a funny story during the meeting. She forgot that she put something on the stove, and she went to pick up Atomy package, and somehow that it got burned, right? The pot got burned. And you know what happened when the pot got burned? Usually, what do you need to do? I throw it out because I'm having a hard time scraping all those like a burnt residue. But she said, I cannot really share this to other people because it was really dumb for me to put this one on the stove and I forgot about it. But when I got back, I can smell the smoke. Oh my God, but what happened? But with the Bafer sealing material on the metal lid, the smell of the smoke wasn't that, it wasn't spread to all around the room. And plus, when she opened, she said it was very easy to clean with our stainless steel scrubber. It was very easy. And she said, you know what? You wouldn't believe it. This pot was completely burned inside, but now looks like new. And if this one didn't have a Bafer sealing metal lid, probably get alarms and everything. Okay. And another thing, when you cleaned when you clean with a stainless scrubber, you're not even gonna see a scratch on it. So Atomy introducing a great Medi-Cook set plus amazing stainless stain scrubber to make a great combination. So I do have a lot. I can't say a lot. I did met a lot of people doing a salad master. Personally, I haven't purchased any salad master. Luckily, I got this at the Medi-Cook set. And people actually who purchased a salad master, I asked them, how much did you spend minimum $10,000? Canadian $10,000. And I said, wow, we're like 10 times lower than that. But when I'm not the expert of Salad Master. So when I asked them, can you go in detail, find out what's the differences between the Salad Master and this Atomy Medi-Cook? And she going over the list, they also have a vapor sealing metal lid. That's one of their key technology. And they also advertise that you can cook without less oil and then no oil and then like less water. And plus they also use a 316 stainless steel. There's no differences, but there's a huge price difference. But one thing that Salad Master has it and Atomy doesn't, you know what it is? They said Salad Master, they use a platinum. I'm sure you heard of the word platinum, right? There's a platinum ring, the platinum. So it's so me, not the expert of the cookware. So what makes a difference by adding a platinum? So when you look at Salad Master, so that's what I found out. When you look at our Atomy Medi-Cook, I mean, when you look at the picture, because they have a lighting system, all that it kind of looks shiny, but it's a matte finish. If you actually have one set already, it's not really like a bling bling shiny material. It's like a matte finish. But by adding a platinum, the people who doing Salad Master, they say it makes it very shiny. So it makes it very elegant or expensive looking cookware. But we know it. It's just appearance. What's important is how well they can cook inside. So we don't care whether they put the platinum exterior or not. So when they double checked the detailed information on the Salad Master and Atomy the medical, they assure me, you know what, it's pretty much the same. It's all same, except they actually cover with the platinum to make it more elegant exterior. But other than that, it's pretty much, we just paying less. And not only that, we buy this and what do we get? We get points. I have a one Diamond Master here. She actually challenged for Diamond Master. All her members got Medi-Cook set.